Put on your full armor, okay?
That's my phone. What's up, Rashad?
Kesha.
Bonus episode of Hang with the Joneses today.
It's 40-something and a half.
Bonus, this bonus. A little extra for the people.
Your request.
Yeah, yo. So I ain't even talk about this for real, but people want us to chime in, so we gonna hop on it and
2 cents.
hop on and hop off. All right, so
Shut up.
What?
That connotation.
how can I describe this guy?
He considers himself like a life coach.
Life coach.
Relationships.
You know what I'm saying?
Marriage and,
Relationship ingenue. Derrick Jaxn spells his name with an X. If you're nasty, he basically, if you haven't known him, you should know him by now. This guy lauds about his ability to be faithful to one woman, also how women should be treated. Wrote several books about this same topic, and
before this, him and Pastor John Gray got into it. For
yeah,
his infidelity.
I really think like that was your entryway into knowing who he was, right?
No.
So you seen him before then too? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just didn't know his name.
No. Didn't know his name. No, I didn't.
Yeah, so we see him and he preemptively reveals to his following and then of course everybody else that he's been cheating on his spouse for 4 years?
Yes. He said that was in the past. Don't know how soon was the past. That could have been yesterday. But they worked it out. She left, came back. They worked it out, and now he's a God-fearing man.
He said it was like 9 months ago. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm just, it was very, very interesting. Just first, of course, the setup. Like, he's out here, got his wife out here too. And it's funny how things happen over a matter of time. Like, you gain more perspective on it. Because we did done this yesterday. It was like, like he had his wife out here basically not even under her own will.
No, I don't, okay, going back. When he first described the video, and he was going into details about what's going on. And I was like, is his wife not right there? Like, you going to sit there on TV, on camera, on the Tizoo and go into details? I mean, long while. I was like, oh, my God. And every time you look at her eyes, she was like, right.
Yeah.
But there's like, she know this, but her reaction was.
It was really.
I don't know this.
It was, yeah. And the way that he so cavalierly just kind of was laying out like what he did. I'm like, fam, like, is all this even necessary?
And she looked uncomfortable. Now, everyone was saying, is that a bonnet? Now looking at, she posts like 15 other videos since then. Looking at that, I think she was coming ready for war. I think that was like literally her war gear. And then another video she has said this is her war gear. But it was, and she has the bonnet on because it's her.
It's a helmet of salvation.
Helmet of salvation. She actually had on the bonnet. So further understanding, but she looked on it. But then I'm skipping around. He actually did a commentary about his own video.
Yeah, that okay. So the thing was, like, I saw that this morning. Shout out Apollonia, because I saw that I was posting, like, I post for my normal post for the day, and I was like, did this
person
actually
did a commentary
out here
on his own
speaking in third person about him like he is not him? Like, he isn't a person.
And like he was getting a true commentary.
Like, oh man, like, I really feel you, bro. Like, you really did that. Like, you was accountable.
But one thing he said was, if I was watching it, I would think that maybe the wife was held hostage. But looking at other videos, I see that's her demeanor. I got the total opposite. Looking at other videos, that doesn't seem like her demeanor. She seems like she's very outspoken, very expressive. In that video, the total opposite of that. So, of course, that's his wife. I don't know her. But just observing from the video, it looked like two different personalities. It wasn't the same.
they both seem very odd.
Now, okay, that was an odd, but it made first was kind of putting the oddness on him. Like maybe you made him feel uncomfortable to holding her hands like this, and they doing parodies on this, like hold my hands tight, hold my hands tight. You know, so at first it's kind of looking like, did she really want to be here? And I kind of took like a politician is coming out and his wife got to stand beside him as he was like, I was inappropriate with such. I took it kind of like that. She a little weird. I didn't take it she had a bonnet on. I thought she had on a headdress actually. Or, I didn't take it was a bonnet. To me, it didn't look like it.
It was really a hat.
Right. But I couldn't see. I didn't know, the hairdressing. I thought it was one of those. But every time he mentioned something, her eyes were blank, and she was kind of like, and that was unconscious. So I don't care how they're trying to make this
subconscious.
No, it was unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
the therapist.
I know. I was like,
so whether she's saying that she's dealt with and she's healed, I don't think it's the actual truth. And I don't think someone having an affair for this long and 9 months is healed.
All right.
I don't think that's true.
All right. As a woman, why would a woman go along with this?
I blame parenting, society. You stand by your man. A dog is going to roam. But honestly, society that a man's going to sow his wild oats and the woman is supposed to be there just waiting, catering, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's that narrative that feeling like that's her role. And then look at the other videos, she has a strong base in spirituality. So maybe another part is I don't want the enemy to win over this marriage. I want to keep my marriage.
And that's the funny thing that I think a lot of believers tend to forget. Like, if you have to face infidelity or any sort of abuse, like that's grounds for divorce. Like, you don't have to really stick around for that.
And I really wonder about her mental health. Because even after all she started posting all these videos, and the one she had on army fatigue and was like, this is my war clothes. And then it's like 15 more videos that she posted after this. It's a little more eccentric. It's getting a little bit more eccentric. So I wonder how's the mental capacity, no jokes.
I'm not joking.
Wonder how her mental capacity is. And then being in the mental health, the first thing sometimes people who struggle with mental health use as their cape, their coping skills, or to camouflage them is spirituality. Because if I tell you God told me something, a lot of times we ain't gonna challenge it, unless it's something like really, really, really essential. Like God told me to do something like that was obviously dangerous. But a lot of times they say God said something like, okay, maybe he did, or we don't. So part of me is wondering, like, is she using religion to cover up some things? Because I understand, and some people out there, they use religion to cover up instead of dealing with things. Meaning, something happened, I'm going to pray about it. Yes, pray about it. Never say not to pray about it. What did you do after you got off your knees? Faith without works is dead.
Got back on his knees.
Shut up. Shut up. So, what did you do after that? Where was the work? I didn't hear anything. Did he say counseling?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember any counseling or counsel. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I'm not sure any counseling. So what was done? Because if there was infidelity for 4 years that he's claiming, 9 months,
and it's like not even that, but it's 4 years, multiple women, multiple types of relationships,
and conversations. And when he went detail, I was like,
it wasn't just
you're in front of your wife.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just that. I was like, I was smashing them because I'm like, yo, fam.
I was like he was saying that. Yeah, like he got excited. Was like you. I was like, it
wasn't. We wasn't just talking. I was smashing them cheeks,
and
son.
I was like,
family.
Is he kind of low key, kind of getting enjoyment from this?
And that's the thing that bothered me the most was he still has not even that. He still has so much hubris. Like I don't see him being. There's no real conciliatory tone about how he's saying these things.
No, the thing is because he kept using this scripture. Pride becomes before a fall. He kept saying that scripture.
But he he's still super prideful.
He doesn't
You know what I'm
recognize
saying?
the aftermath. I call some people the aftermath. They don't get it until it happened. So he was prideful until he can look back on it. It's like, oh snap, that was pride. And the thing I like the way John Gray came back at it. He didn't come like slaying him, but kind of making bring in John Gray. When John Gray had his infidelities, he said it was never sexual, it was more emotional. He made a commentary, the Jackson made talking about it, and then they was going back and forth, and then even he went for his wife and kind of was like telling his wife, you excuse him, because his wife said John Gray infidelity came from an immature 5-year-old John Gray, which I don't agree with, because I felt like if it came from an immature 5-year-old John Gray, then the girl was an immature 5-year-old girl. You can't give one the excuse and not say doesn't apply to other. Like John Gray was literally a kid and this woman just like jumped on him. It wasn't the case. But he came out and made a statement about this. But the irony is, it's the same situation. And he even said it's the same situation.
Yeah.
And you had a nerve to do a commentary on someone about something that you were doing at that. Well, he said he wasn't doing it at that time.
Yeah, but he even he definitely was. He even backtracked and was like, yeah, some of the videos I actually took down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was like,
the John Gray. Then
but,
he
but
said he
it
might
doesn't-
reload them.
But it doesn't matter, because like the deed has already been done. It's not like you can like you can't unring that bell. So even with that, even John and John Gray was it's a little shady.
Yeah, a little shady, but he didn't go in.
Yeah. He
could've-
really was like, fam, like you was really out here trying to put me on blast like this. I wasn't sexing on girls. You were. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's the only person I had sex with was my wife.
I was like, yo, like that all this unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? What really could have been done was the second post, and he'd have been done. Anyway, but yeah.
But he's human. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, you said what?
Yeah, like y'all mad at me because I'm out here with my with my designer sneakers and stuff, and I'm just Anyway, so even with that, like Derrick Jaxn really came for John Gray so hard.
They were back and forth. And even his wife.
And the vitriol that he comes from men in general. You know what I'm saying? I will watch his videos like in passing, like, yo, like why is he so mad about this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, he's really like, this is what you be doing, and like he made.
So maybe he's doing self-talk.
I guess. And Kevin Sage made a real good point today. He said basically you can't make a persona that isn't who you are as a person.
But that's what they do.
And that's what I'm saying, because when you make that persona and then that comes up, something personal comes up, and it's all you have, and then everything falls apart. Because even to the fact like when he did that little third person talk about the reaction video to his own self, and he was still promoting his book. Talking about we did the work for this 9 months ago. The funny thing is
9 months is not enough.
No, it's not even that, Kesha. Like, you know how like if we get in an argument, right? Mm-hmm. And I be ready to move on because I'm done with the argument. But you still in that moment, like he's done with this in his mind. Mm-hmm. But since he put everybody else into this, everybody's like, fam, this is new to me. This is new to us.
See, that's why I question too. Why does this surface now? I don't know, seeing kind of back in the scene that the mistress was going to come out and speak her piece. But I was just wondering, why comment on now? Some stuff.
Yeah, prior to there was some.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
But there was some rumblings that he was out here. You know what I'm saying? And
it was rumbling that one of the mistress was actually going to speak up.
Oh, well, you know.
So I don't know if that's, this is maybe a rumor mill. But even with that, it was like, what?
Because
why?
I'm pretty I feel like somebody like him doesn't have like a legit team behind him. It's just probably him, or a couple of people.
But if you feel with pride,
that's what I'm saying.
With the team, you're gonna put the team that's probably caters to your pride. And even if you have someone who's like, yo, fall back, your pride ain't gonna let you fall back. You're gonna consider that person a hater, or
I was getting to that point.
I took it.
Yeah, so either way he was like, well, I'm gonna get in front of this and try to control the narrative. That's all this really is. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get in front of it. I'm gonna control the narrative, and then I'm going to be the person that dictates the terms of this thing. And unfortunately, when you portray yourself as that type of a person, like that's your thing. Like I'm out here. Let me finish. Yeah. Let me please. Like I'm out here, saying that I'm all about marriage. I'm all about dudes like treating females good. I'm trying to protect our black queen. You know what I'm saying? Like I really hope that y'all dudes will be treating y'all woman like the way I treat my woman. I'm writing books about this. That's fam's whole brand. And now, you know what I'm saying, we done pulled the covers off, no pun intended. And now we see like you not really who you really said you was.
But even in his description of describing him and how he felt like other people view him, like they put him on pedestal, and he said, I know some of y'all thought that I was better than y'all men, and I was like, the pride, that is still pride speaking. And I'm like, while your wife is sitting there going to war with the internet, she might need to turn over and war for you. Y'all might need to war together. You need to kind of war against the enemy inside before you go for the outside.
Kesha,
when she came back and had different outfits on, so I was like, this is mental health.
You out here behind a whole saxophone with a hat and an armed fatigue shirt on, like fam, like there has to be a better way. Gotta be a better way. So
I don't, and then also I'm like, with her, if this bothering you, get off the internet. Start reading the comments.
But she knee deep in it now though.
But your response, and I don't know if she realized it, the response is going to cause more internet response.
Nah, yo, because right about now,
I can hear the skits.
We, like, yo, these jokes is getting fired off, yo. Like, and that's
next Saturday Night Live.
Not even, like, yo, yeah. If this makes Saturday Night Live, that's crazy. Because, I mean, that's not a real Negro-centric show. You know what I'm saying? But, yes, I'm like, they don't, like, Kesha. The amount of just fodder and material that they giving folks behind this, because
she keeps giving them.
Yes,
every time you come back in a new outfit, I'm like, stop. Because
there's nobody there telling them, hey, y'all need to cool this down. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that okay, and I'm just done after this. The fact that he won't say, hey, we need to come about it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, fam, like, you gotta stop posting. Babe, I love you. I did cheat on you. I explained it in graphic detail. But you doing this isn't really helping us. Because this is under the auspices of they work their marriage out and they're together now. You feel what I'm saying?
Thanks. If this been going, from what he says, 4 years, it was longer than 4 years. It took some courtship on that. It was longer than 4 years. I'll put money on it. It's 4 years, 9 months. Think about 4 years of this happening in 9 months. It takes longer for that to work out. Second, it needs to be explored as, what's the reason for you doing this? Is there mommy issues? Is there dad issues? Is there have a trouble where you feel like you got to sow your wild oats? Is there a struggle? Is this kind of like a David situation where David in the Bible, you kind of conquer every female you can see? This issues needs to be explored more, and you can't explore in 9 months.
Not even that. Like, you can't explore by yourself.
That's the thing. I'm not sure it's connected with counseling either, because in your head you sound real good.
When it comes to therapy and religion, we got a whole episode about this. People don't understand that they need to work in conjunction. Mm-hmm. It's not one or the other. How we believe. If you believe in God, of course you're gonna have this very spirituality aspect to your life. However, God gave you a mind. If you don't understand how your mind works and why you do certain things, when certain things happen, when certain things occur, when you hear certain things, when you smell certain things, you don't really understand the why. And God is trying to get you to see, hey, this is why this is happening, but you so focused on the one thing, or I'm gonna do the spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when back when we was like, church was like church for real before the pandemic, and you go down to the altar, have somebody pray for you. You feel good about that because you did get like you could have got a release. you could have got a whole breakthrough, but you still got to go back home to your situation. Your situation is there. So if you don't have a way to deal with said situation,
yeah,
you're just going to end up coming back to the altar because nothing has really changed.
And I say all the time, I hope they are seeking counsel. They need to go on Facebook for a while and maybe do some fasting and praying. Literally, if you're talking about war, some things you only get but fasting. If the thought is you can't have Jesus and a therapist, there's no person in the Bible that walked by themselves. Even the Messiah himself said, "Come here, 12. Come on, let me help you." He didn't need nobody for real. But even he showed example that you can't walk this walk alone.
Yeah, there is a matter of fact, I was talking with Ray. I said there's a sense of interdependency that we all should have as believers, and maybe they do have this, but it's clearly obvious that something that they're not listening to something or somebody. I mean, because nobody in their right mind would say, "Yeah, yo, go out there and do all this stuff." It doesn't make sense. I'm done.
All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe,
Ooh.
write comments because
It's late.
Yeah, I'm super tired. Comments. I want to hear your comments. I want to see your comments. You have any more requests? Let us know. We take into consideration.
Definitely consider that. But yeah, all the good things, man. We see you guys on Sunday on our regular
Monday.
time. Yeah, Monday. Yeah, Monday. I'm sorry. Monday, 7 a.m. pod episode 47.